This is a preseason game, and I know it wasn't announced that Caitlin Clark wouldn't play until right before, but this is a preseason game where Clark is not available, and yet you probably...
Guys, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in General. And guys, I just got done watching an amazing WNBA preseason game. Okay, it was the Indiana Fever who came out on top. Okay, the game concluded with 79 points for them. They just defeated the Washington Mystics. Okay, at I believe it's called Gaitherburg Arena down there in Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay, that is the Indiana Fever's home court, and they actually took this W home. Now, I ain't gonna lie. At first, because again, the Indiana Fever was trailing behind by at least 15 points in the first half of this game. Guys, this game was so crazy with the back and forth, okay? Indiana Fever and the Washington Mystics actually finally became even, okay, 51 points to 51 points towards the end of the third quarter. Now, again, guys, this is just preseason games, okay? That means that this will not cause any harm or any benefit to either teams, okay? Once we enter the official regular season of the WNBA, which will be next Friday. We have less than 2 weeks, okay? I know it's May 16th. So, guys, I'm not going to, report on stats or anything, some figures, only, here and there from, things that I picked up on from this game. But first and foremost, guys, we did not see Caitlin Clark at all in this game because she was actually supporting her team in the crowd. Caitlin Clark was in the crowd supporting her team with a gray Nike Indiana Fever hoodie on, okay? So she was just, in there, giving her support, giving her, emotional support to her teammates because, again, she's actually out due to a lower, I believe it's her left leg injury. So, again, Stephanie White is being smart. She doesn't want to overplay, one of her top players. Indiana Fever owes this win to none other than Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham was so aggressive and so ferocious. Okay, she was ferocious on the Washington Mystics. Okay, in this game, it was crazy. She literally came out swinging. All right, Kelsey Mitchell took some time to warm up. DeWanna Bonner, she definitely took some time to warm up. Aaliyah Boston definitely took some time to warm up. Now, again, I'm not a stats person right now because this is just the preseason games, but I know for a fact that Indiana Fever's Sophie Cunningham, guys, she had hit up over 19 plus points in this game, okay, because she was just so ferocious, that aggressiveness, that tenacity that I love, I enjoy to watch, okay. At one point in this game, at the first half of the second quarter, her and KiKi Iriafen, they kind of got into a little squabble, okay. KiKi Iriafen and her, along with some other women on both sides of the team on that court underneath that rim, they were trying to, they was jumping up, hopping up, trying to get that ball possession, okay. Sophie Cunningham actually got the ball, I believe, if I remember this correctly. And, KiKi Iriafen was trying to get the ball, and she kind of did a maneuver. It looked like, at first it looked like she kind of intentionally tried to body slam Sophie Cunningham on the floor. Sophie Cunningham goes down immediately. Of course, she got that aggressiveness. She felt some type of way. She immediately bounced back up and stepped to KiKi Iriafen. KiKi Iriafen got that grin on her face, okay, and what about it, okay? Because if you don't know, KiKi Iriafen just got drafted. She is a rookie, okay? Hopefully she can, fight for her Washington Mystics spot. I ain't gonna lie, she wasn't impressing me too much in this game. She kept trying to hit the mid-range shots right up, underneath, not right underneath the court or the rim, but just a little bit 4, 5, 6 feet away. And I ain't gonna lie, it was brick after brick, but it is what it is. But KiKi Iriafen, guys, she used to play with Juju Watkins, Kennedy Smith, okay, out there at USC Trojans for the University of Southern California. Okay, and she just got drafted, as a rookie for the Washington Mystics. Brittany Sykes really kept them in this game. Okay, again, she was very aggressive. Even though she was missing a lot of threes, honestly, the Washington Mystics missed a lot of threes. The Washington Mystics had so many just silly, pointless turnovers, okay? It's, I forgot the girl's name. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if she's a newcomer, Caucasian girl, kind of thick, big, a long, very long ponytail, red hair, number 10 for the Washington Mystics. Don't know who she is from Can of Paint, but she was not giving us nothing, okay? She was not giving the Washington Mystics nothing. I'm not sure if she's a oncomer, a new draftee. She just got drafted as a rookie. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't foresee her, having a permanent spot over there at the Washington Mystics. And also Stephanie Dawson is another one to me. I'm kind of confused with her. Why is she on a professional WNBA team? Because again, to me, so she can score here and there, but hey, anybody can. Hell, I can score here and there, right? But it's I guess she's more of a defensive player than an offensive player. But even her defensive skills were just, just not giving what the people needed today. And then Sophie Cunningham and then Brittany Sykes get into it, okay? So Brittany Sykes had knocked Sophie Cunningham down. DeWanna Bonner got right into Brittany Sykes' face and was like, "What are you doing? What are you she was just, it was crazy, guys. Again, Sophie Cunningham is aggressive, but hey, that aggressiveness is what pretty much kept her team in the game, and it actually brought them back because again, in the first half of this game, Washington Mystics were destroying them girls. Okay, she had no choice but to be aggressive. Okay, her Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall was a menace. She was doing really good minutes. Okay, she was doing her thing. Of course, the fourth quarter, the game concludes with both Washington Mystics and the Indiana Fever having 71 points. So of course, this drives us into overtime. 5 minutes of overtime. Okay, Indiana Fever again. They just came out. Sophie Cunningham just aggressive. To the point where they were just smothering the Washington Mystics players on that defense, okay, on a defensive angle, to the point where, again, they were just getting so many turnovers, just silly turnovers, just knocking the ball out of bounds, trying to, do inbound passes to another teammate, ended up passing it into the hands of another Indiana Fever teammate. Just crazy. The game concludes, guys, with Indiana Fever winning at home at their court, 79 points. Washington Mystics lost, 74 points. All in all, guys, this was a very good game. Again, I was shocked at first to see that Caitlin Clark was not in the game. But, she got to take care of herself. She got a lower leg injury. Then, she got to preserve her health for the upcoming, the real regular season for the 2025 WNBA season games. Okay, it'll tip off next Friday, May 16th. Okay, that following day, May 17th, I will be flying away from here to do my skill bridge. Okay, guys, I just got some more months left in the United States Air Force, the world's greatest Air Force. Don't get me wrong, but I'm so ready to be a civilian. Okay, I'm so tired of the military life. But May 17th, guys, is when we will see Indiana Fever take on the Chicago Sky, and I cannot wait. Guys, comment down below your thoughts on today's preseason game when it came to the Indiana Fever defeating the Washington Mystics at their home court. Again, guys, KiKi Iriafen was doing her thing, but I ain't gonna lie, she was kind of lackluster in her performance. But I do want to see KiKi Iriafen succeed in the WNBA, so you never know, maybe Washington Mystics may sign her. Guys, comment down below your thoughts on today's game and also KiKi Iriafen, as well as the other rookies who are fighting for a permanent spot in the WNBA.